we're looking at the soundtrack. Where did you guys come up with this music?
We had a. It's funny. I mean, with the songs and honestly the score, we had the with
soundtrack.
It is a great soundtrack.
It's a great soundtrack.
We just kind of.
It goes right in your car. And like, you never take it out. He's like,
it's a lot of music we just really like, and I mean, but it has to work for the movie. But we had no. You know, early on, we actually thought like, oh, we'll have like a gospel theme. We thought like, oh, we'll have like a theme to the soundtrack, and then we very quickly found that there could be no rhyme or reason to it. It just had to be like whatever songs worked for whatever moments we were using them, you know?
Yeah.
And it is a lot of songs from like the 90s and stuff. I mean, it's just a lot of music that we like from growing up, I think, also. There's a kind of like a nostalgic sense to the movie in a way, so we kind of wanted to, you know, use a bit of that. And some of it's like thematic, like Rapture's Delight, you know? It's little things like that.
Because of the rapture?
Because of the rapture.
Of course. Yes. Well, it's just,
guys.
I don't think
I'm
I've
like Martin
seen...
fucking Scorsese.
It's fucking brilliant. I don't think I've seen Whitney Houston and the Backstreet Boys since Now This Is What I Call
Exactly,
Music.
now this is what I call music.
Now this is what I call music.
Volume 4.
Now this is what I call an end of the world movie.
Hell yeah.
I can't believe we got that Whitney Houston song.
I
Every
can't-
time it comes on, I turn to whoever's standing beside me and I say, I can't believe we actually got this song.
Well, you just made more money for Dolly Parton, so it's all
yeah,
good.
Yeah, exactly.
You
right.
know?
Unbelievable. Yeah.
What the effects in here? Okay, first of all, I never thought I'd see you guys with this kind of effect. You know, how did you approach that? And how real did you want to make it? And how big did you guys want to go?
We wanted it to be huge. Like to us,
Big
the
summer
kind
movie.
of, the kind of like, we wanted to make good on like the scope. Like we wanted it ultimately to wind up in a place that like, part of the joke is you kind of can't believe how big and epic it's actually gotten, you know?
Yeah.
And then as far as the look, I mean, we just did the best with the very small amount of money we had. And I think, you know, so what you can control really in those situations is like the design of the creatures and kind of like the overall look of it. And then you just kind of keep lighting and integrating and doing as much of that as you can until you run out of time and money. And then, but I think in the end, like it's really, it looks really good. And like, it's like for the movie, you know,
Yeah.
it's not like, you know, we're not Roland Emmerich here.
Yeah, you're not doing Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and thankfully you're not
Yeah.
Roland Emmerich on
Yeah.
that because it's a lot more fun. I gotta say, with you, would you ever trust these guys to send you out with the rope and pull you back in?
Not after what happened.
Hell no.
No, that was they were too easy to let it go.
It's just a little rope burn.
Little rope burn. And then when I came back, they were like, "Hey, what do you want us to do?"
Where's the rope? Was
That's
all
a direct ripoff of The Mist, the movie The Mist.
Yeah.
I was like, are they doing the mist right
We're totally
here?
doing The Mist.
That's
We're
kind
doing
of
the
awesome.
stupid version of The Mist.
So are you going to have on the DVD? Is there going to be the black and white version?
We
of
talked
it?
about it. Yeah,
That would be kind of
that would
amazing.
be funny.
What is the most fun you've had with this film? I mean, there's so much. You take The Mist, you take every disaster movie ever made. What was the most fun you had? The shot that you were like, "Fuck yeah, we got that shot."
A lot of the stuff.
That car crash that we escaped was
All my clothes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, your close-ups are brilliant.
When me and Jay were doing the rapture, when we're running down Melrose and it's all kind of going to hell and all the people are, and there's kind of like a general chaos, that was fun to shoot. That was really cool. And we built like almost that whole area, like the whole convenience
we
store
built
and that
the whole
area.
block in
We
New
built like a
Orleans.
whole little, we like built Melrose in New Orleans essentially. That stuff when we were shooting was like, wow, this actually feels kind of like a bigger movie than we've done before. But we shot it in very little time, that sequence.
Yeah, one night, I
One
think,
night,
yeah.
basically. So it was always pretty scrappy. But yeah, some of those days you could just watch it because it looked exactly how we shot it. And it was like, wow, it actually looks kind of like an action movie sometimes.
Well, it did need more close-ups of.
Exactly, more
Yeah,
close-ups.
that's-
of Craig.
I've gotta agree with
There's
that.
a lot
Yes,
of dramatic. You get a lot of dramatic.
Every
push-ins,
movie
Craig.
needs more close-ups of Craig.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, guys,
Can't argue with that.
There's
That-
like 20 shots of me that push it on your face and then you scream really loud. We do that a
Not
lot.
enough.
Exactly.
well, the movie's awesome.
Thank you.
I loved it. Thanks, guys.